Hey guys, it's Matt with Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. I'm sure you, like us, have been on some cruises where you've been on a room, especially in some of the little bit older ships, where you only have access to 2 US outlets and a European outlet, which most of the time goes completely unused. Well, 2 years ago, we did a video about this. It was one of the first videos we ever did to show you how we handle that situation because, you know, I've got an iPhone, an iPad, an Apple Watch, set of earphones. My wife has all the same devices. We have a Bluetooth speaker. My son has an iPad. He's got a Nintendo Switch. I've got to charge this GoPro. It's a lot of stuff to keep charged at various times over the cruise. How do you take care of that? Last time, we showed you this device, our old faithful Belkin. And I'm gonna show this to you again because it's still very useful. But since then, we've added more charging devices to our set of tools. I wanna show them to you today to show you what we're currently using, and hopefully that will help you out with some of the ideas of what you may need to charge all of your devices when you have access to limited outlets on a cruise ship. Let's check it out. So you get my son's assortment of various ducks he has collected on this cruise while he's been duck hunting on the ship. But let me show you first what I referred to as Old Faithful, which is this Belkin device. And we bought 2 of these years ago, and I only use really one on a cruise anymore, if I do use it at all. But it is still very useful. It uses 1 US plug, and you get 3 US plugs, 2 USB type A plugs. Now I will say this isn't technically cruise safe. It is a surge protector, as you can see from the protected label right there. We've never had a problem with it. If you don't want to use it for that reason, you know, please don't. We've never had a problem with this on any cruise that we've been on. The cool thing about this one that I find very useful is that this plug rotates. So if I move over here where our 2 US outlets are, you know, I can plug this in and I can rotate this to any direction. I could rotate it down if I had room to go down. It's 360 rotate. So that allows you a lot of flexibility with where this large device may sit. We've used this for a long time. We think it's great. But what I really wanted to show you was some of the newer devices. So let's start with this one. This is an Apple travel charger my wife got me a little while back. I've had this for like almost 2 years now, and I'm really happy with it. It opens up like this. It's much more durable than I would have ever expected. I take this on every trip I go on, whether it's a cruise or a business trip. It's a MagSafe charger. My iPhone will just plop right onto it, magnetically attached to it, and it gives a nice charge. And then on this side, you have a smaller charger ring that pops up. It's very solid connection there. And that would be for my Apple Watch. At night, I could have this on there and an Apple Watch on there, and that's what I do. I actually use this on my bedside at home and charge my devices right there. You have one lightning cable that plugs into it right here at this end. And how does this help? Well, this gives you 2 devices charging off of 1 port. That gives you some extra flexibility right there. I am a big fan of this device. The next one I'm going to show you is this little Anchor charging brick. I believe it's 45 watts if I remember correctly. This is a great little charging brick. It has 2 USB-C, so we're getting into the new standard of charging, which is USB-C these days, and an older USB type A, so you get much more higher throughput and charging capability on these USB-C ports. So I will plug that previous device, that Apple charging device, into one of these ports, get 2 devices off that, and then I'll have another lightning cable coming out here to charge an iPad or a set of earphones, and then I have a USB type A to charge other devices. The other cool thing I like about this is the power plug swings out, and then when you're done using this device, you can just put that away for when you're going to put it in your bag to travel. I think this is a really nice device. Big fan of the Anchor products. The next device I'm going to show is for European outlet. A lot of the times, for years, we never used that European outlet for anything. My wife actually found and ordered a few of these. I think they're great. You get a US outlet, 2-prong outlet on top, a 3-prong outlet on the front, and then 3 USB Type A plugs and a USB Type C plug, and it plugs into that 220, 230 European power plug. This works really well and gives us a lot of additional charging flexibility. And the last device I'm going to show you is this Anchor power bank device. It's just a normal charging power bank with a battery inside of it, but it's got some really cool features that I like. One, it's got a USB-C port that you plug in to charge it with, but you can also charge other devices with. But what I really like about it, and my main use case for it, is a lot of the older ships, they don't have outlets near the bed. Some will have Type A USB ports in the phone, but many don't. I'm on Liberty of the Seas and you don't have that option at all. Some people may run cords across the room. I will inevitably trip on that cord. What I do with this is it also has a MagSafe wireless charger. I think you can use it for other non-Apple products, but I have Apple product. Essentially what that lets me do is just attach it to the back. It magnetically attaches, so you can see it doesn't drop off or anything like that. And you can see that it automatically recognized that it was attached, and that shows that it has a full charge. And what I'll do is put my phone on my bedside next to me with this attached at night after I've used it all day, and it charges up the phone perfectly as if it was plugged into a cable and attached to a wall. In the morning, I wake up, there's Ryan, I just pop it off of this, the phone is fully charged, and then I'll take this over to one of the charging devices I showed you earlier, plug it back in, and it will be ready for the next night. It only takes like 2 hours to charge this thing, and it goes pretty quickly. Also, it can act as a stand, just as another feature. So it's got this little tab that you pull here, fold it down, and you've got a stand for your device. You can put it in landscape mode. I've used that on airplanes. A bunch of use cases for this little charger, but my main one is for charging my phone next to the bed when I don't have an outlet or a USB port to use there. Great device for that. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this updated look at how we are charging our various devices when we're on a cruise, especially on an older cruise ship when you don't have access to as many outlets as you would have at home or even on a newer cruise ship. I will make sure that we put links to each of these devices in the description below, so go and check them out, see if they will work for you, and if not, let me know why in the comments below. Also, if you have other devices that you would recommend for me or for others, let us know about them in the comments below. Drop some links. We would love to see them. Maybe that's something we should look into. In the meantime, if you like this video and it helped you out, hit that like button. It does us a world of good. Also, make sure you go check out the rest of the Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews channel. Make sure you don't miss any future cruising content. This is Matt from Cruises, Rooms, and Reviews. Happy cruising, everybody.